Hey guys, I'm going to go over the SPX trade that was provided today. So you can see here where I had puts below 41.42 area and calls above 41.47 area, 41.48. We did not open anywhere near the call level, which was really nice. We stayed underneath our pre-market, which was really good. So the reason why I chose this level as my put level, let me go to the 1 hour so you can see. And I'm just going to take away this stuff so you can actually see what's going on, is because we have been at this resistance quite a few times. This 41.40 area has been, or 41.40, 41.45 has been a really strong level, and we've rejected it 1, 2, 3, 4, and this was going to be the 5th time. So to ensure that this wasn't going to be any type of a breakout or maybe a manipulation in the market, I went ahead to a smaller time frame. All right, so I'm just going to go to the 15 minutes so you guys can see. And I have quite a bit on here because I want to just explain everything from A through Z. So forgive me for all the drawings. But you can see where we gapped up. So just so you guys know, whenever you see the market gapping up, don't assume it's always going to go in that direction. It's just leftover momentum from what price action was doing prior to open. So it reacts to it a little bit late. So you have to understand that when you're trading stock options. So we stop here right in this zone and at this really strong level of resistance. And this is a reversal candle. So this was an indication right here that we were going to get some type of a push down, whether it was going to just fill the gap, so which is the space between here and here, and you can watch my gap video about that, or if we were going to get a really strong move down like it's done previously in the past. So after doing that, we dissect it, and I'm going to go ahead and show you my layout that I have here. So I have the 3, 5, and the 15. Shout out to Virginia that put me on the 3-minute. I was using the 5 and the 15-minute prior. But we had that price action right here that let us know that we were staying underneath. Okay, now if I turned on my VWAP, we would be under our VWAP as well. But once I saw that the market was rejecting that level, you can see how it was moving sideways. We had this rejection candle here in the 3-minute, which confirmed the entry right here at 9:45. So the opening of 9:45. Now, what I love about this trade is that it gave multiple opportunities to get in. You can see where on the 3-minute, it created this little structure right here. And I'm using the chart to the left, you guys. We had our doji candle giving us the indication to go ahead and get in again. So after that doji candle closed, that was a confirmation to go ahead and get into the trade again. And that was around 9:57, and I'm on the 3-minute. Now we go to the 5-minute, which is my chart in the middle, okay? And I'm just going to enlarge this so you can see better. But we go to the 5-minute and we see that there's a big gap from here to here. Oops, excuse me. And what we're wanting to do is see, is the market going to come back and retest the gap and reject it? Or is it going to essentially retest underneath it? Okay, and I'm just going to do it from the wick. So it ended up retesting underneath the gap on the 5-minute. So what we have here is a break and a retest, and then we get a nice wave down. So it came back to underneath this little resistance right here, you guys. And then it gave us a triple candle rejection, which is great. I typically like 2 candles. This gave us 3 candles, letting us know like, hey, we're underneath the gap. We're going down. We're back underneath this resistance structure. Stop being a chicken and get in. So we can view this a little bit cleaner on the 3-minute as well, just so you can see how it looks. And when I'm looking for sells, I love to see the market do like a U and then go down and then like an N and go up if it's going to move. So sometimes you can't see that on a higher time frame, and you can see it on the smaller time frame, which is something that Virginia does utilize in her entry method. And you can see, and I say this, I'm shouting her out because I've never used a 3-minute. She put me on. So then we have that price action just giving us confirmation of that formation. Okay. So if we go back to the 5-minute, I would have gotten in, I would have gotten in actually on this 3rd candle because I had a 2-candle rejection. But the candle that gave us that momentum right here is the engulfing candle here. So I would have been in on this one just because I had 2-candle rejection, which is really good. So this is my entry here, but you can get in on either one of these. Then, as you can see, I have this gray box and we have some structure here, okay? The market came back and did a small retest. However, I would have not gotten in just based off of this candle and being by a previous support. So I would have not gotten in here. However, let me delete this line. Excuse me. we get a nice rejection here with this doji right by the structure. We're closed underneath that. It's perfect. So this is your candle right here to go ahead and get into the trade again. So this was another opportunity. And I'm just doing this to help people with entry so they can understand. So this was your signal to get in, and this was your entry candle. So your signal was this doji here and this respective market structure. If you go down to the 3-minute, you want to make sure that you're seeing some type of a U formation. And then you have this candle here letting you know that the market is going to go down. I believe we call that a harami. But I don't really trade those too much, you guys. Like, I'm not good with price action. So if you want to be a nerd, go ahead and correct me. All right, so then we have that, bam. Then the market came back and did a retest. Now I'm going to show you because I was trying to get into this trade, but I did not, and I really wish I should have. I had this market structure identified. I was waiting for a break and a retest. So my alert went off. However, price went above my arrow and I was a little skeptical. What I failed to realize that it did stop at some structure. If we just go all the way to the left right here, if I would have been a little bit more analytical, and one of my zone areas. So I could have gotten in on this third candle. Once I saw 2 candles rejecting, creating their own support and resistance, we have that railroad there. I would have gotten in right here on this next candle. So I missed this one, but this is where I would have entered, and I'm explaining the price action and why. Then let's go back. I mean, it just kept giving money. We get a break and we get a retest underneath this structure. So it did not go to my box, but what it did retest was these candles right here. And you can see where we have a rejection here with this bearish engulfing, and then we have really nice momentum here. So what caught my eye on this trade was that the engulfing candle had so much volume, so much momentum. However, the next candle was unable to open and close above it. So that was a really good indication. Once I got that indication right here on this candle, I go down, break it down, make sure I'm witnessing that U. I got these 3 candles showing rejection. I'm getting in right after that. And this is my entry here. Okay, so that's I don't know, we're in like the 4th or 5th entry. All right, and then I started to realize that we approached the gap on the 1 hour, and I realized that we made this previous low before, so I knew that there was no guarantee it was going to actually go to the gap, but I did notate this low, and once I saw price was doing this and moving sideways, it typically is a doji or some type of rejection on a higher time frame, so I went to the higher time frame to confirm that. And that's where I got this price action right here. These are all bullish indications. So it's letting you know the market was going to switch up. I also went to the 30-minute, and this was my giveaway candle. So you can see here where I have a little box on top of the candle. I went ahead and notated the close of that area, went to my smaller time frame and was waiting for it to essentially break and retest above that, and that gave me the okay it's time to get into this trade. Plus on the 3-minute we had a W formation right here, guys. So we have, I know it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just waiting for that retest to confirm the change of structure, and then we took off. So this is one of my favorite patterns to trade. So we had that nice retest. Now, if I was in a smaller time frame, I would have observed it here, but I did not. My entry was right here at this candle because I just saw this area. Like, I knew this is where I wanted to get in. So I actually got into this trade and took it up to this level. Did not expect it to break and retest, and bam, but I had an entry here. I was looking to see if it was going to retest here. It did not, and I saw that we actually broke above the previous day low, so I held it up to my higher time frame structure, which is right here on I believe, excuse me, the 5-minute area. And then it ended up going up more, which was actually from our structure from earlier, but I was already out of the trade. So I hope this helps you understand the breakdown of entries. And if you want to learn more, you're more than welcome to take my free classes or join my stock option classes. Have a great day.